Welcome to Mars. All new arrivals need to check in at reception.
People of Earth, have no fear. Apparently, the gates to hell are located on Mars. So, as long as we don't colonize Mars, we won't have to worry about this. Or this. On the other hand, if we stay safely tucked away here on Earth, we won't get to do any of this. Or this. That's right, kids. Doom 3 is finally out. And is it everything we had hoped for? Not really.
I'm gonna need you to step on one of those red squares on the floor for a BIOS game. This will only take a second.
Yeah, and I'm gonna need you to go ahead and come in on Saturday, too. Doom 3 won't cure cancer, nor will it make you irresistibly attractive to the opposite sex.
You followed the Sentry better than you followed orders so far.
Or even the same sex. What Doom 3 does do is deliver a visceral first-person shooting experience that's only mildly disappointing. More on that later. But first, let's talk about the graphics. I like them. I like them a lot. While I wouldn't exactly call a blood-smeared hallway pretty, Doom 3 has some of the most impressive visuals ever, thanks in no small part to the incredible real-time lighting effects. It's all shimmery and shadowy and, well, gosh, look at the screen, will ya? It's freaking amazing.
Others too, including my brother. They won't let us leave.
Even the monsters look beautiful in a grotesque, rotting corpse kind of way.
Look around
And those
you.
monsters shoot
They're
up
all
real good.
followers of the monk Zenshi.
This is Doom after all, so we
His
were
speeches have
expecting
convinced
tight,
many to
focused
serve the
shooting
Eagle
action.
Monk.
And that's what you get here.
Allied with the
Now,
Mongols.
let's talk about the story.
madness.
It's nothing
The people
special,
can't
but
believe it.
unlike earlier versions of
I'm
Doom,
playing
it has
games that
taken
don't
great
lock
care to
me away.
create a
I can
believable
get you out of
environment
here.
this time.
Do I need to
Brother,
remind you of the
and others too.
groundbreaking work that we're doing here?
No.
Just please
Right
don't
from the
hurt the
get-go, you'll feel
caretakers.
immersed in a place that
Good people.
actually feels like a real
Misled by
place.
Zenshin's
And,
words.
oddly enough,
All right.
that's the biggest problem with Doom
I'll act
3.
like I want to join
Trying
you
to run damage control every time he
and
makes
see
a
if I can
mess.
find the other prisoners from inside
You're
the
the
ranks.
control.
They
And if
say
that fails,
the way is through
damage.
service.
The gameplay in
Maybe
the
that
original
will
Doom
help.
hinged largely on the
Zenshin
player
is about to
entering the
speak,
room where a
but
bunch of
only
secret
to
doors would open
caretakers.
up and I would pour a
Head
bunch
up
of
this
demons for you to kill.
path, and you can
Much
listen
of Doom
without
3
being
works
seen.
the same way.
We
In
have to stop
fact, I
talking.
think it's safe to
They'll
say
see
that
us.
most of the monsters in Doom 3 are totally
Locals
dead.
following the
Why?
Eagle tribe.
Because they appear to have spent their
I
entire
should see what I'm
existence
walking into.
in the closet. What worked in the boxy, surreal setting of Doom just doesn't hold water in the hyper-realistic world of Doom 3. Fortunately, not all of the monsters are hiding from the player and their sexuality. There are a good number of creepy monsters and genuine scares. It's
These
here where Doom 3
caretakers
shows
seem
its
happy,
full potential.
relaxed.
It's just too
Is it
bad there
all a
aren't
lie?
more moments like these. Still, the shooting portion of the game is rock solid, and the
Enough
visuals
to
are
make this temple
fantastic.
the Eagle tribe's
If you
new
can lower
stronghold
your
in the south.
expectations going into the game, you're gonna have a great time. X-Play gives Doom 3 a 4
Is this
out of 5.
Long years of development,
At
and it
first,
still plays like
the
the
Eagle
original
showed
Doom.
me
Play the anime,
nightmares.
guys.
Our
The
people
gameplay is empty, but
suffering
it
after the
looks
samurai
pretty.
invasion,
We're in LA now. That's what it's all
starving
about.
and
Style
begging
over
for
substance.
help I
Right,
couldn't
Adam?
give.
My career is over.
It's not over. You have to introduce the next review.
Has he also tasted
Then
the
it's
Eagle's
over.
poison?
This is our review of Mega Man
Now,
Anniversary
the
Collection.
Eagle has shown me a new way. Through serving her tribe, she offers visions of plenty.
To celebrate
Of peace.
Mega Man's 15th anniversary, Capcom has released Mega Man Anniversary Collection
Tonight,
on the PS2
the
and
Eagle
GameCube.
tribe comes
Okay,
to put
so
our
Mega Man's
fears
15th
to
anniversary
rest.
was in
Prepare
2002.
the way.
But hey, who's counting? Stars of the show are the classic Mega Man games.
Eagle
They
tribe
may
is
not
coming
look
tonight.
as good as you remember,
I
but
need to
they've
free the
lost
captives
none of
before
their
they arrive.
challenge. Seriously, these games will kick your ass and leave you bleeding in the parking lot. Old school gamers will get a nostalgic rush. New
So I should
games will
blend
get
in
to
and
see
ask
what it was
around.
like back in the day
Find out where
when
they're
we didn't
holding
have
the
all
prisoners.
these fancy memory cards and hard drives. In 1987, we finished games in one sitting, and we liked it. Playing them back-to-back, the games are strikingly similar. Yes, Mega Man 2 is a masterpiece of 8-bit game design, but can you tell me which game this is from? Only a devoted fan would know it's Mega Man 5. This perhaps says more about the innovative nature of the early games than a lack of quality in the later ones. The exceptions are Mega Man 7, the series' first foray into 16-bit territory,
Let me make sure he eats.
Leave it. He prepares
and
for
Mega
the
Man
Eagle
8,
tribe.
a multimedia extravaganza from the Saturn and PS1 that still looks good. You might want to skip the cutscenes, though.
Hey, Dad! Why must they fight you? We are not enemies!
Shut up! Apparently, Dr. Light has been taking speech classes from Elmer Fudd.
Something this powerful must not fall in the hands of evil.
And they liked it better when the enemy robots didn't talk. Wow. A word of warning. If you're torn between the PS2 and the GameCube versions, the PS2 version is the way to go. The GameCube version of Mega Man Anniversary Collection has the jump and shoot buttons reversed, making the games extremely hard to play. If you're a fan, you already own this. If you're curious about the legacy of the little blue guy, this is a great way to experience it. Lovers of tough, no-nonsense platforming will find a challenge worthy of their skill. Oops. Mega Man Anniversary Collection nets itself a 4 out of 5.
Sisters be safe here with sentient passes?
Yes, in the
Why would you say
GameCube
such a
version,
thing?
Capcom decided to switch the jump and fire buttons that Mega Man fans have gotten used to over the past, I don't know, 15 years. It's just
The
stupid.
Eagle's visions.
Why does everything we love have to change?
I don't know. Hey, in related news, the color of our set is blue, just like the color of my soul.
Tonight,
I thought the
I
color of
will
your
see
soul was
without fear
black.
Yeah,
walking
but soul
into a
price is
Mongol
opposite.
planet.
Blue.
I love watching these old shows because we had so much fun putting them together. They gave us so much creative liberty to really make something fun for ourselves and for the audience. And I just remember the good times that we had.
So do games make people more violent? Or am I just hurting Adam? Because I can.
A J.G. Wentworth success story. Felicia and the Annuity.
A few years ago, I inherited an
Hello,
annuity from my
sisters.
grandfather. I started
May I
receiving
be of
monthly
service?
payments from his insurance.
Please.
Then
With all the
everything
food we've
seemed to
gathered,
happen at
we have more
once.
baskets.
Felicia's
to open in the
employer
kingdoms.
moved to another state, and she was left unemployed.
Visions, as
Your
I've
money
seen
starts to go
described,
pretty
seem
fast with
darker
extra
with
cash.
each passing day.
J.G. Wentworth
What will
knows
happen
that
to
a
us
big
when the
change in
Eagle
life
Tribe
circumstances can change how
Zenshin
you
would
look
not
at
lead
your
us astray.
annuity.
I
If
heard
he
about
says
J.G.
the way is through
Wentworth on
service,
TV.
then we serve.
If you have an annuity that is no longer serving your needs and you need cash now, call J.G. Wentworth. You'll get a free appraisal and all your questions answered.
Peace, friend. I am the warden here.
J.G. Wentworth helped me, and they made it really easy.
I have been serving Zenshin since he saved my family from the samurai. What brings you to our temple?
I'm a friend of Ito. She told me of Zenshin's wise words. If you like, I can help guard the prisoners.
They are not prisoners, but spirits lost in turmoil. We watch over them until they see the way. But that duty is not for you. And soon it will not be for any of us. The Eagle Tribe is satisfied with our efforts. Tonight, the Mongols will come to reward our good work and occupy this temple.
If they take this temple, they could use it to spread the Eagle's word across the entire island. Or beyond.
One can only hope. For now, we must hurry to make the final preparations. Walk among us. See if any of our caretakers need a hand or a kind word.
Thank you for this opportunity, brother.
Why do you struggle? These people want to join me. Soon, you will too.
Doesn't come around every day. Check out the website now and get your free gift.
Who brought you here, friend?
Working at a dead-end job.
I
All I
usually
did was
assign
work.
caretakers.
I was getting old at the age of 21. So I made the
The warden told me to lend a helping hand. I've come to protect Zenshin's way.
Then you are welcome here, brother. Zen Shin's way will guide us to peace and prosperity.
I know this, but not everyone believes as we do. I heard you bring people here to help them find a way.
The poor souls in turmoil, yes.
Where are you keeping them?
Safely away from the caretakers. Eventually, whether peasant girl or blustering warrior, they all want to join us. Continue your service, brother.
For the rest of their lives. ITT Technical Institute, education for the future. Find out more on 1-800-372-4052 or visit us on the web. Get an education.
No entry.
Your goals. ITT
I understand. I only wish to be of service.
I'm to prepare food for the ones in turmoil.
Not all are allowed in or out. This building has a story to tell.
She cannot speak. She has not yet overcome her turmoil.
Only G4. Your right to G4 rewind. We spare no expense to bring you Adam Sessler.
Live. Welcome back to this super low-fi edition of X-Play.
When the door opens, run. Don't be foolish. There's only one way out. Accepting the truth is the way.
Captives. Can't free them now without bloodshed. I should return when fewer eyes are watching. I've learned what I can. I'll wait for the right moment to free the captives.
Look, a new brother. Let's have a look at you.
I don't know what's worse, being bitch for money or being taken wrong like the same Clown Posse.
Peace, friends. Mind if I rest here for a moment?
Join us.
Real nice, too.
But if
This
you're looking
man
for a
goes
drink,
looking for
you
pain.
need to
This
find
is
your own
Mondo.
sake.
It's a wonder more don't come here willingly. Once the eagle arrives, my family will no longer worry how I'll fill my belly. Oh, my cup.
The service, the only price.
Well, paying him any attention. You know what I'm saying? He come back here, get me out of my corner. I'm sitting over here drinking, doing my thing, and all of a sudden, here comes Mr. Interview.
I need to act now, while they're still sleeping.
They are already free. You are the one trapped by your fear.
And I kicked all 5 of them. My memory is bad. I cracked my skull twice. I broke my back twice. I broke my arms. I broke my sternum. I have no sight in my right eye. I love to take little skinny, ugly shirt, middle-aged guys holding microphones in my face. So I'm gonna do this interview for you. So what? 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 Do you like it? And I love to just pick them up over my head, throw them onto the concrete, and make them bleed all over the place. What do you think about that? Oh, that sounds good. You know, I like to do the same thing, too. I like beating the out of people and not being taken to court for it. I like beating the out of people and then getting charged for it. I like doing the OJ to your ass, and I can get away with it. Mondo, it's really good to meet you. What? Thank you very much. Have a nice day. It doesn't take long to figure out that backyard wrestling is not for the meek. Well, what makes these time bombs tick? I never could have guessed. How do you withstand that kind of grief and pain? It's called retardation. I've been that way since birth, and it's worked for me so far. I have a gift from God, a gift from devil, a gift from somebody, but I don't feel pain. Yep, these guys are straight up nuts. credit, though. I'm not about to do this. Or this. Or this. And I don't think I'd do this either. I never would have guessed a scene like this could bring out the ladies.
It's a test.
But boy,
They want to see if we know the way.
No,
reason for all
no
this
test.
madness?
I'm here to free everyone held here against their will.
I was working in Backyard Wrestling 2, There Goes the Neighborhood for PlayStation 2 and Xbox. Featuring more wrestlers, online play, and the same no-holds-barred combat of the original, Backyard Wrestling 2 will give fans of the subculture plenty to gnaw. Okay, so
Stay
that's
here until I
Backyard
take care of the
Wrestling. I want you
guards.
to see one thing here.
You can
A
escape.
souvenir. At the bottom of my shirt, I am now standing in a mess of real broken glass covered in blood. Came to find out about Backyard Wrestling, and I have. And I've learned a lot about the depths of the male soul.
Since our new set is under construction, we thought it'd be only appropriate to bring you a game that was supposed to be a launch title for the Xbox.
And it's been under construction for the past 3 years.
Which means the developers are late by what, 36 months? Whoa, guys.
Here's a review of Malice.
Here's the bottom of the head.
Back in early 2001, when the world didn't mind us so much and it was still hip to be unemployed, a little company named Microsoft introduced the Xbox with footage of Malice. We were very impressed. I remember saying, wow, I want to play some games, man.
What is that?
Yes, and apparently there's no real need to now. It's incomplete, uninspired, and thoroughly disappointing on all levels. And Paul Allen didn't even work on it. So, the game is about, well, okay, you play her. She's running some pros with guns. She escaped and meets this bad guy who's apparently met her before. He bites her head off. Now we find out that she's a goddess. No goddesses. It said on the door, no goddesses. And this clog wants her to save the universe by collecting logic keys.
Malice, you must find these keys.
If this sounds insipid, it's worse. I found it easier to comprehend episodes of Dragon Ball Z running backwards while children stab my ears with stale pixie sticks. But the fun doesn't stop there. If you're really into generic platforming action, you're kind of in luck. Because Malice makes chewing Waikashi feel like a flavor jamboree. There is combat, but as you can see, it's as involving as pleasing yourself with oven mitts.
The warriors surge at that
She has a
shaman's
few
call.
weapons, well, they're clubbed. This one looks like a hawk. You do acquire new powers as you play, making fast. And summoning a shield. But they're really only useful to keep the other buttons from feeling abandoned. This game's so easy, you can play it while being sucked dry by lamp rays. You spend the game doing very little, except collecting crap that unlocks other crap that you collect. Sometimes there's a puzzle, which primarily serves to remind you what it's like to fire a synapse. Also, the game's preposterously short, which is usually a drawback, but considering the fact that you'll only be playing this game as someone super glues the controller to your hand and amputates both your legs, its brevity is a blessing. So, what's the upside? Well, it's kind of pretty, and it isn't so broken you can't play it to completion. But other than that, it sucks, and it's appropriate only for people who don't watch this show or have a morbid curiosity in checking out the crash site of a development trajectory comparable only to Brooke Shield and Star. A 2 out of 5.
Nice Brenda Starr reference. Why don't you throw in a Mark Trail gag in there while you're at it?
No, I'm going to take the time of use in my own living room.
Oh, are these yours?
Or do I? Find out when we come back.
Your buttons to G4 Rewind. Up next, X-Play.
What's this?
If we all scream for ice cream, imagine what we do for these.
Go.
Wendy's
Before
Frosty
another Mongol
Shakes.
spots you.
They're
I have
brand
to
new.
stay. I
Blended
snuck
by
out to
hand,
find my sister.
with sauces made
Yes.
from real
How did you know?
strawberries,
I'll free
real
Ito.
vanilla
And we
bean,
can go home
and
together.
5
Tell her
pints of
how I wait for her
cocoa.
down the hill.
Wendy's new hand-spun Frosty Shakes. Does that sound good or what? It's way better than fast food. It's Wendy's. Now eat way better way later.
Me? Well, I help save people money on car insurance and I support wildlife conservation. I'm actually working with the Association of Zoos and Aquariums right now. I'm going to be making the rounds a whole bunch of aquariums.
But what about my brother?
I've already freed him. Find safety.
I'll be honest, it's
He's
very
waiting
hard
for
to
you
talk
down the
to
hill.
And the rest?
I mean,
They're fools, but
where
they
exactly
don't
is
all
your
deserve
base?
the Eagle Tribe's cruelty.
Is that it?
I will stop the Mongols. And
No,
I will
that's
speak
your
to
belly
Senshin
button.
to make sure this never
Geico,
happens
15
again.
minutes could save you
Please show
15%
him
or more on
kindness.
car insurance.
He's a good man.
Every day, our lives
was.
become more integrated
Until
with
the Eagle
technology.
came.
Ultra-fast computer networks and inventive communication devices are altering the way we interact day to day. As electronics technology becomes more sophisticated, there's a real need for people who can help design, develop, install, and maintain computer systems. The Electronics and Communications Engineering Technology program in the ITT Technical Institute School of Electronics Technology can help students develop skills to enter this fascinating an expansive foundation in electronic circuitry and communications engineering technology. Today's technologies are helping to merge the real world with the virtual. Pursue a rewarding career in technology and help shape the future. ITT Technical Institute School of Electronics Technology. Education for the future. To find out more, call 1-800-372-405 or visit us on the web.
Agent?
I'm sorry.
Agent?
I'm sorry.
Agent?
Spit out your dry gum and chew another piece already, or we'll find you.
Got it. Leave around.
A ridiculously long-lasting gum. Dried sweet berry. Over 1 billion movies delivered so far. It's movie time. Netflix.
If you plan on building, furnishing, or remodeling your home, or you're just tired of paying retail, don't spend another dollar. Now, you can enjoy an incredible selection of top-quality, name-brand products priced up to 50% less than retail. Take the first step towards saving hundreds or even thousands of dollars on nearly anything for your home. Call for your free Direct Buy Insider's Guide to Buy Direct and learn what retailers don't want you to know. Each full-color page of the Insider's Guide is packed with powerful information. Discover some of the hundreds of thousands of products available from over 700 name-brand manufacturers. Everything, including furniture, cabinets, appliances, flooring, lighting fixtures, and so much more. All without retail markups. At Direct Buy, you can't afford to miss this valuable opportunity. Call the number on your screen now to get your own Direct Buy Insider's Guide. You'll also receive a visitor's pass and map to the Direct Buy showroom nearest you. So call now. The Big Three are battling for next-gen supremacy. Shape the future. Only G4 is there to find out. G308 Live. Coverage begins July 14th.
Do you consider yourself a star?
I'm the same gal I've always been.
You don't sound surprised about your popularity.
I've been deeply involved in the gaming community for years. It's why my biscuits busted, so to speak.
If you could describe yourself in 5 words or less, what would you say?
I fall and get back up.
That's 6 words, actually.
You're a cheap one, aren't you?
G4, made for gamers.
Now with Broken Dreams, it's Adam Sessler and Morgan Webb.
Welcome back to this lo-fi edition of X-Play.
Yes, while we're building our new set in L.A., we're doing the show from my apartment in Southern California.
And while most grown men don't sleep with stuffed animals, guess who sleeps with the cutest little face hugger ever?
Wait.
But it's so little, cute and face rocking.
Look, we have one more game left, and it comes from EA Sports, so we all know it's gonna be good.
So good? Find out when NCAA Football 2005. Horny toes, pokies, and gamecocks? No, it's not the latest anime porn game. It's time for a little college football. Like a 7-year senior, EA's NCAA Football 2005 was assured and focused. No longer wasting mom and dad's dough visualizing world peace and founding campus clubs for medicinal marijuana, but instead settling down and getting on with getting on. Going into its 4th season for the PS2, the college franchise has already proven it is more than a campus clone of Madden. The latest version places its emphasis on subtle refinements over sweeping changes, which is what tends to happen when the gameplay is a season, as Joe Paterno is old.
You're absolutely right.
The look of the game remains the same, so you may wonder, why upgrade? To keep you enrolled for another semester, the team at EA has taken the sense of atmosphere to a whole new level. No, that's not the effects of the 7 beer bongs from the tailgate party in the parking lot. That's the new home field advantage challenge of being the visiting team.
I feel sorry for that poor kid.
When you step into a hostile stadium, traffic noise is deafening, and rabid opposing fans will have your players shaking in their boots like a freshman with an out-of-state fake ID at the beer stand.
That one's just too